DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Moore, the man in motion. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now at the 45-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb to about the 48-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Moore, the motion man right. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Moore, the man in motion. From the 50, it's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Moore, the man in motion. Chubb will get the call running left. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
Here's Watson.
He
had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Moore, the motion man right. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That pass complete to Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A give. This is Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns 7-yard line.
Now Jackson on second down. He'll buy some time right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Watson.
At the 18-yard line.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 12. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Watson now, off play action. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The end result, 21 yards. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3s all around. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Henry again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Look at the big fella go. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another 1st down and want to be a gain of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Henry running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Now Watson going to change the look here. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Watson off play action. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. After the penalty, it's Henry. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Second down.
Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Henry up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Rolling to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens going to move on to